Why do you want to be a barista? You have to work on your feet for long hours and you have to deal with annoying people. Well, hello, what is up guys? Welcome to Barista B channel, and today's episode is about barista Q&A. I have been a barista in Sydney for 5 years, and today I'll answer some of the most asked questions, including how much does a barista make in Sydney? Alright, so I have been working in so many different types of cafe in Sydney, including takeaway cafe, which is the cafe that I'm currently working at, and also corporate focused customers cafe, family cafe, bakery cafe, to even like specialty cafe. So I would like to share my experience to you guys, so sit back, relax, grab some tea, and let's get started. Alright, so I'm having tea at the moment because I had 3 coffees this morning already, and that's enough. And by the way guys, this is not real money, this is fake money. I borrowed from my nephew, sorry Richard. So let's just put this away, otherwise my nephew gonna cry. Put this here, and let's start with question number 1. So the most highly asked question is about my background. Alright, so my background, I am Indonesian. I moved here when I was 18 years old. It was almost 7 years ago, yep. And I chose Australia as a place to pursue my dream and to study. Plus my sisters and my brother were all here, and they always told me about how great living in Sydney is. So yep, I decided to move, and that's the best decision I've ever made in my life. And last year I have just graduated from my Bachelor of Business degree, and yeah, so now I'm just doing coffee and YouTube obviously. So fun fact about myself, a lot of people actually think I am Thai. I'm not actually, but a lot of Thai people assume I'm Thai, so whenever they come to my cafe, they always greet me in Thai, and they'll be like, "Sawadee ka, Aslam Black Song ka." And I'll be like, ฉันไม่ใช่คนไทยค่ะ which my friend told me that means I'm not Thai, so yeah. Although I'm not Thai, but I have lots of Thai friends. They are lovely, and they're the ones who teach me how to speak Thai. Moving on to question number 2, why barista? Why not any other job? Why not retail job, for example? Well, as a university student, I saw a hospitality industry as an opportunity for myself to earn some extra cash. And plus the living cost in Sydney is really high, and that's why I need a part-time job to survive. And I remember 6 years ago, my first job was at Macca's, and I didn't get much, and I was looking for a job online, and I remember I saw an ad that says barista wanted $24 per hour, and I was like, what? $24 per hour? That's really high. And if I could get that $24 per hour, I could buy that new iPhone. So yeah, and plus I love coffee, and my dream is I want to be a cafe owner one day. I really want to be a cafe owner, and that's why I pursue my career as a barista. It's gone cold. Anyway, so question number 3, your journey to become a barista. Well, because I was so inspired to become a barista, I really wanted that job, so I enrolled in a barista course, and I think that's a great experience because I learned a lot in that barista course, like basic skills, like how to make latte, how to make cappuccino, what are the differences between different types of coffees, how to make macchiato, what's the difference between Arabica versus Robusta, what's the right temperature for steaming the milk, you know, that kind of basic stuff. And I learned a lot. But having a barista certificate is not enough to land a job as a barista.
What?
And if you're looking for a barista job, especially in Sydney CBD, many of the employers are looking for people who have experience in making coffee, people who know what they're doing, people who have been working in the field for some period of time. And that's why, because I tried to apply in so many cafes, but I couldn't get a job. I gave up, and I applied in different position. I applied in customer service position because I was good at customer service. I was properly trained at McDonald's, so that's quite a competitive advantage for myself to land a job in customer service. And yeah, it's wonderful working in customer service actually, and I formed that positive relationship with the owner as well as the head barista, and I told the barista that I want to be a barista like her, and she actually taught me a lot about barista, like some shortcuts and what are the differences between some coffees that I didn't know, and how to serve coffee quickly, how you know, like that workflow that you have to follow so that you can perform effectively. So yeah, I slowly became a barista, and for me, what makes me become a great barista is the willingness to learn and have a can-do attitude and work hard. Sorry, I need some water, guys. Alright, so this is a long-awaited question. How much does a barista earn in singing? Well, it varies. It depends on the cafe owners and the type of the cafe that you are working at. But to what I know, to my experience in Sydney, the standard ranges from $19 to $27 per hour. You'll be very lucky if you can get more than 27, and you'll be very unlucky if you get less than 19. But yeah, 19 to 27, that's the range. But on top of that, there's something that's called penalty rates. So if you work on the weekend, you will get more. I think it's like about 30. I have one barista friend who works on weekend, and she normally gets about $32 per hour on weekend. And not only penalty rates, we also have double rate, like a double pay. So if you work on public holidays, you'll get double pay. So if the normal rate is $24 per hour, you'll get $50 per hour. That's awesome, right? And yeah, even though the living cost in Australia is really high, but the income from one barista job does cover the expenses. And if you're being smart with your money management, you can still actually save a lot of money. So yeah, let's say for example, if you get about $22 per hour and you work Monday to Friday, 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, and you'll get about $880 per week, and that's enough. 880, that's enough to cover all expenses, and you can still save some money. But let's say if you are an international student, because international student is only limited to 20 hours of working. So let's say if you work 8 hours on weekdays, 8 hours on Saturday, for example, weekend, and 12 hours on weekdays, you'll get about 516 in total. That's enough to cover expenses. Yeah, sorry, being a barista is awesome because the pay is relatively high compared to other positions in hospitality industry. And oh yeah, for international students, you can actually work more than 20 hours if you're on school breaks. So if you're on school breaks, you know, it's time for you to work hard and to earn some extra money. Next question, what do you like the most working as a barista? For me, because in Australia is very diverse, you can literally meet people from all over the world. You can experience their culture and learn new language. And for me, that's beautiful. And I could also turn strangers to become my friends, and it's just amazing. Moving on to the next question. What skills does a barista need to have? Well, the first one is communication and customer service skills. If you hate people, if you hate dealing with annoying people, then barista job is not for you. And the second one is teamwork, because working in hospitality industry, you have to rely so much on your team. And the last one is multitask. You have to be able to multitask. And if you expect being a barista is just making coffee, then you're wrong, because the role actually requires you to do other tasks, including washing dishes and cleaning tables. Alright, the next one, this is interesting. What's your end goal? Alright, I like this one. I want to be a cafe owner. I want to create a place where it's a perfect place for friends to catch up. A perfect place for a guy to ask his crush on a date. A perfect place for a guy to escape his office hours. A perfect place, a perfect space for a guy to create something big, to create something new on my cafe so far. A perfect space for everyone to reconnect. That's my dream. So, next one is my goal for 2021. Well, let me think about it. I want to inspire people. I want to inspire people through coffee and my YouTube channel. By the way guys, I would like to say thank you so much for subscribing, liking and supporting my YouTube channel. I have now more than 10,000 subscribers, and that won't happen without every and each of you. So, thank you. So guys, I have worked in so many different types of cafes in Australia in different roles, from customer service to kitchen hand to barista to head barista to even a manager. And I learned that every cafe have their own rules and ways of doing things. For example, when I used to work in a specialty cafe, I have to measure the coffee to be exactly 23 grams all the time, regardless if it's busy or not. But in other cafes, that's not important. When it's busy, just smash the coffee. So yeah, and I love being barista actually. It's fun, it's exciting. I can meet new people every day, and that's something that I like, something that I enjoy. And yeah, so guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time in my next video, because I have to go. I have to give this money back to my nephew. Alright guys, see you next time!